He won $20 million, and before his wife could even step through the door, he threw her out like trash. 8 months of her carrying him, paying the bills, working night shifts at the hospital. And this was his thanks. But karma? Oh, karma was already on its way. Please drop your location in the comments. I love knowing where my viewers are watching from. Let's get into the story. Lisa Carter had always been the kind of woman who gave too much. She met Mark at 24, fresh out of nursing school, bright-eyed and believing in love. He was charming, funny, the kind of man who made promises sound like poetry. When he proposed 2 years later, she said yes without hesitation. For a while, life was good. Then came the layoffs. Mark had worked in sales, good money but unstable. When the company downsized, he was the first to go. First, he was optimistic. I'll find something better, he told her. But weeks turned into months. And Lisa? She picked up the slack. Lisa worked nights at St. Mary's Hospital, 12-hour shifts in the ER, where the fluorescent lights never dimmed and the screams of patients blended into the hum of machines. She came home exhausted, her feet aching, her hands raw from washing them too many times. Mark was always on the couch. Any luck today? She'd ask, dropping her bag by the door. He wouldn't look up from his phone. Nothing good. She believed him, at first. But then she noticed the beer cans piling up in the recycling. The takeout boxes when she'd left him meals in the fridge. The way he sighed when she mentioned job listings. One night, she came home early and found him laughing on a Discord call with friends, his resume still untouched on the laptop. That was the first time she cried in the shower. 8 months in, Lisa was drowning. The credit cards were maxed out. The rent was late. She sold her grandmother's jewelry just to keep the lights on. Mark barely noticed. Then one afternoon, Lisa was at work for her 12-hour shift when the notification popped up on Mark's phone at 3:17 p.m. Congratulations! You've won $20 million. His breath caught. He read it again and again. His hands shook as he logged into his lottery account, refreshing the page until the numbers matched the ones he had saved in his wallet. It was real. A sound came out of him, something between a laugh and a shout. He jumped to his feet, pacing, hands shaking. $20 million. 20 million. He was rich. No more scraping by, no more pretending to look for jobs while his wife, Lisa, worked double shifts at the hospital. No more listening to her tired sighs when the bills piled up. He kept refreshing the page. It still said winner. It was real. It had to be real. He jumped up, pacing the living room, running his hands through his hair. His mind raced. What do I do first? His thoughts spiraled. A house. A new car. No more rent. No more nagging. Then it hit him. Lisa. His smile faded. She didn't know yet. And if he played this right, she never had to. Mark's fingers flew over his phone as he called his lawyer. Jeff, it's me. I need divorce papers drawn up. Today. Pause. You and Lisa? What happened? Just do it. Mark snapped. Fast. Quiet. I'll pay extra. He hung up before Jeff could argue. Next, he called a locksmith. Then a moving company. By 5 p.m., the boxes were stacked on the front lawn. Trash bags filled with Lisa's clothes, her books, the framed photo from their wedding, her coffee mug with the chip in the handle. Everything she owned, dumped like garbage. Mark changed the locks. Then he sat on the couch, grinning, waiting for her to come home. Lisa's car pulled into the driveway at 7:30 p.m. She was exhausted. Another 12-hour shift in the ER. Another night of holding hands with dying patients, cleaning up blood, and swallowing her own fatigue. But she was used to it. For the past 8 months, since Mark lost his job, she had been the only one keeping them afloat. She reached for the door. It didn't open. Frowning, she jiggled the handle. Locked. That's when she saw them. Boxes. Bags. Her things, scattered across the lawn. Her stomach dropped. Then the door opened. Mark stood there, smirking. Mark, what is this? Lisa's voice was quiet. You're not welcome here anymore, he said, leaning against the doorframe. Papers are coming. Don't fight it. Her mouth opened, but no words came out. 8 months. 8 months of her paying for everything. Of coming home to him playing video games, ignoring job listings, leaving dishes piled in the sink. And now this? You're joking, she whispered. He pulled out his phone, showing her the lottery confirmation. 20 million, Lisa. And guess what? You get none of it. Her hands clenched. Lisa didn't beg. She didn't scream. She just turned, picked up her things, and left. Mark laughed, watching her go. Easy. Too easy. That's what he kept thinking. The house was quiet now. No more Lisa. No more sighs. No more lectures about dishes or job applications. Just silence and the soft hum of the refrigerator. He turned on the TV and popped open another beer. He was rich. 20 million. First thing tomorrow, he'd contact the lottery office. Get things moving. Make it official. He imagined the headlines, the photos, maybe even an interview. He fell asleep smiling. But Lisa? Oh, Lisa had a plan. The next morning, he woke late. Marks called his bank. The bank manager told him, Mr. Carter, there's an issue with your account. What issue? He snapped. It appears the lottery winnings were deposited in error. Mark's blood ran cold. What? The ticket was invalid. The system glitched. The $20 million was never yours. What are you talking about? Sir, your balance is currently $47.22. We'll be closing the account if overdraft charges continue. Mark dropped the phone, then snatched it up again. Logged into the lottery site. The page was gone. Error 404. His hands started to sweat. He checked the email. The sender address? It wasn't official. Just a fake domain. Made to look real. He checked his account balance. $47.22. His stomach twisted. Then his phone buzzed. A text. From Lisa. Oops. Lisa had known. The ticket? A fake. A prank from her coworker. Slipped into Mark's wallet weeks ago. The win? A scam email she set up. The lawyer? A friend playing along. And Mark? He fell for every second of it. Mark screamed, throwing his phone against the wall. He called Lisa, begged, cried. She answered on the last ring. You threw me out like trash, Mark, she said softly. Now you know how it feels. The line went dead. Mark stood in the middle of the living room, alone. The beer cans, the trash bags, the crumbs on the counter. All of it looked different now. The fake money was gone. And so was Lisa. Mark lost everything. Lisa? She moved on. Lisa was doing better. She moved into a small studio across town. She painted the walls herself. Bought a second-hand couch and a tiny table with only 2 chairs. It wasn't much, but it was hers. She started smiling again. Laughing again. At work, she told her friend everything. They laughed so hard they had to step into the hallway. She was healing. Not all at once, but every day a little more. Meanwhile, Mark was unraveling. The landlord evicted him. The utilities were cut off. His bank account closed. He tried to contact Jeff, but his calls went unanswered. He sent Lisa one last message. I'm sorry. She didn't reply. He walked past a newsstand one afternoon and saw a photo of a real lottery winner on the cover. Different name, different face. He stood there for a long time, then kept walking. No direction, no plan. Just a man who had thrown everything away for something that never existed. And karma? Karma had never been sweeter.